Hey guys, it's Tiana, Tara's Mama VSG, and I'm here for my week 18 post-op VSG update. Can't even believe it's been 18 weeks. It just goes by so fast. Just insane. I didn't get a chance to make a video yesterday on my actual day, but because it was just, life gets in the way. I was busy at work and came home and I just I was not in the mood to make a video anyway. So, yeah, let's go ahead and just jump into the numbers and get that out of the way for the people that just really want to hear that part. So, highest weight ever recorded, end of September 2013, was 274.4. Surgery date was December 19th, 2013, and I was 254.4, so exactly 20 pounds lost there. And last week I came to you guys at 198.6, which I had stupid dyslexia and read it wrong the actual day I weighed, and I thought I was 196.8, and I was like super excited thinking I lost like 3 pounds that week. And then the next morning, because I weigh myself every day, it was, how it recaps the last weight recorded, and it was only 198.6. So I was like, oh crap. But I still had a good loss last week of 1.4 pounds, but this week I had an even better loss. It was, I weighed in at 195.2. So that was a 3.4 pound loss, and I made sure that I read that correctly. So I had a really great week this week, really good loss for being 18 weeks out, and really, yeah, I mean, I was ecstatic about that. It was Easter week, so I mean, there was a lot of like food around and prepping food, and then I had 2 separate Easters, both Saturday and Sunday. So Friday I was prepping, and then Saturday, we had my husband's family at my house, and we did like one of those spiral honey baked hams, and then we did scalloped potatoes and grilled zucchini, and I made a potato salad, and then his sister brought a cake, and there was like jelly beans around, and then obviously candy from the Easter eggs, and there was just stuff everywhere. I made an awesome buffalo chicken dip, which I think I'm going to make a recipe video for, because I posted that on my Facebook, and everyone's like, I need the recipe, because I kind of altered it a little bit to make it a little more protein and less like fat and carbs. I mean, there's still carbs in it, there's still fat in it, but it's, it's better than full fat everything else, and I kind of substituted some things. So I think I'm going to make a video on that, but yeah, so I mean, with having that on Saturday, and then Sunday was actual day of Easter, I went to my family's house, and we had, I have a ton of family in Lodi, so there was so much food around. I mean, there was, another ham, I think we did tri-tip, beans, like a chili bean thing, there was potato salad, there was a bunch of different Greek things for my grandpa, I forget what it's called, spanakopita, a couple different options of that. There was, my aunt made pies, and oh my god, there was so much food. So for me to have a loss, getting to my point here, for me to have a loss of 3.4 pounds this week, and, not eating the greatest, I must admit, I did, indulge in some candy and some pie and some things like that, but, I did try my best to make sure I ate my protein first, because there was a lot of protein around. So, deviled eggs, there was deviled eggs, that's a huge thing for Easter. So, I tried to eat like ham and chicken and the deviled eggs and just things like that to make sure I got my protein in first before indulging in like, the potato salad or a piece of pie, or, oh, not even a whole piece of pie. I had like a quarter of a piece of pie, but you know what I'm saying. I was proud of myself to have such a good loss this week. I've said it before, but I don't have any problems with food. I can eat anything. And I'm noticing now, getting closer to 5 months out, that my restriction is not as much as it was. It's definitely still there. It's definitely still way less than I could eat before surgery, like way less. But I can pretty much eat, I would say, a cup of food to a cup and a half of food at any one meal. So like 4 to 6 ounces. Sometimes even maybe 8 ounces, depending on what the food is. I try and keep it about 4 to 6 ounces of food. But yeah, I definitely notice that I don't have as much restriction, and then I don't really drink with my meals. Sometimes I slip up and I do, but I notice even without drinking, 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after my food, I can eat more in, a good half hour, 45 minutes. I definitely could eat another 3 to 4 ounces of food if I wanted to. So it's definitely getting more challenging. So again, for me to have a great loss of all that food around and to have the sleeve working for me in that way and not, like a newbie anymore, I'm really proud of myself. I really think I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm not by far eating exactly the way that I should. I'm not going to say that that I'm perfect, but I'm doing good. I'm doing what am I trying to say? I am just better than I was before, and I'm feeling good. I'm making sure that, I'm eating my protein first and getting just good amount of everything in and trying to keep everything else low. I don't know, I'm rambling, but what else happened this week? I didn't really exercise that much. I only made it to the gym one day this week again. My husband's not too happy because we're paying, he has no room to talk much, but we're paying like $110 a month, and I haven't been using it the last couple, like 4 or 5 weeks. I haven't been going that often. So I really got to get that back in gear. But again, like I've said in other videos, I still make sure I am really active every single day. I have a very physical job. I chase my toddler around. I do yard work. I go for walks. I do a lot of things. My rings are spinning around. It drives me nuts. They like clank together and like fall off. Before surgery, these were tight and I had to like pry them off. But now, just one little, if I didn't have big knuckles, they would fly off. And I probably will have to eventually get them sized. But, yeah, so exercise has not been the greatest, but, whatever. What else is going on? NSVs this week. I wrote them down. Didn't I write them down? Because I wanted to make sure that I talked about it. Okay, huge NSV. I weighed in, like I said, at 195.2 this week. And that makes me weigh what my driver's license says. Let me see if there's a way for me to show you guys without exposing all of my info. I don't know, the California driver's license is pretty difficult to do. But see, right in the middle there, 195. So, and that's my picture. Look how fat my face was. Crazy. So, yeah, huge NSV. I put 195 when I first originally got my license when I was 17 years old, and I didn't even weigh 195 then. I was like in the 210, 215 range, and I never wanted to write 200 or my true weight. I never wanted to go over 200 on my driver's license. So that was a huge thing for me to be able to get to, what my driver's license says and for that actually to be correct. And now, next time I renew my license, I'll be able to go lower. So that's super awesome. I noticed that when I was doing, my daughter's going to try and come in here, but the door's locked, so hopefully she doesn't pound on it too much. So I was at water aerobics the other day, and I noticed that I can, when you're trying to grab your leg and stretch out your hamstrings, but I noticed that I can, I don't need assistance grabbing both of my feet anymore. I used to have to like finagle and bend like all sorts of different directions in order to get my foot up in my hand so I can stretch my quads out. Not my hamstrings. I don't know what I'm talking about. My daughter is distracting me in that other room. I'm listening to what she's saying. But that's a huge NSV for me because that means I'm more flexible. I can just pop my foot up. You guys can't see what I'm doing right now. I'll try and show you, but whatever. I can just pop my foot up into my hand and give myself a good stretch, and it's just easy now. And then the next NSV is just feeling good about myself. I know it's kind of been a buzz going around the internet, the video that Sarah Nerd in Oregon made about, feeling like she's at goal even though she's not technically at goal according to the scale. That was a very empowering video that she made, and it really kind of hit me because I'm feeling the same way. I'm feeling really, really good about myself, and knowing that I still have another 20 to 30 pounds to lose in order to get to my number goal is it's crazy to me, because I mean, if everything just stopped now and I was in maintenance now, I would be happy with it. I mean, I'm happy with my body for the most part. I mean, I guess I would want to be probably a size 10 clothes and I would be like extremely happy, but I mean, I'm a size 11, 12. I never thought in a million years I would ever be a size 11, 12. I feel good. I have more energy. I am not in pain as much anymore. I mean, my back, I still have back problems. I don't think that's ever going to go away. But my knees don't hurt. Walking up the stairs, it doesn't hurt. You know, I feel just more confident in myself. It's just crazy. So, I mean, that's a huge NSV. It's just feeling like I'm at goal even though I'm not at goal. And I guess, like I said, that Sarah kind of put that bug in my brain and I was processing it for the last couple of days. And yeah, it's true. I really feel good about myself. So, what else? I never do any shout outs because I never write down anything, but there was one video I did watch and it was from Katie, and I think her channel, it's like Katie's VSG journey or Katie's weight loss journey, or I'm not really sure. She changed her channel a couple of times, but she lives in Seattle. So if you are the Katie that lives in Seattle and you're awesome and funny and I love you, then that's the Katie I'm talking about. She made a video also about a response video to Sarah, less of Sarah's video about why we make videos. And I thought that she was funny in the way she did it. About her, you know, joking about being narcissistic and, you know, making videos in order to get attention and everything. But, yeah, I wanted to kind of touch on that just a tiny bit. But, as everybody else said, we make videos to help other people. And that is truly why I started this channel, is because I watched tons of videos in order to prep myself for surgery. And I wanted to give back and, you know, show my journey in this process. And, you know, if anybody has similar body type to me, you know, being able to see where I'm going and where I'm coming from and where I'm going in this journey. And, you know, it's really simple. I don't understand why somebody would be so mean and rude as to put those comments on Facebook saying that people are, you know, narcissistic and that, you know, living a quiet life is a better life or something. I'm not exactly sure the exact, you know, what exactly was said, but I mean, most of us, I would say 95% of us, make videos to help other people. And, you know, I don't understand why anyone would say that you're narcissistic. I don't even know really what I'm trying to say. But, yeah, before I even made this channel, I had another channel that, you know, it was all about mommy-related pregnancy and trying to conceive and all of that sort of stuff. And that, you know, really kind of started my YouTube, you know, career. And I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now, but without that other community, without my mommy community, I don't even know where I would be right now. I'd probably be so depressed because I experienced 3 miscarriages. I don't know if any of you have gone back and checked out that channel or not, but, you know, I experienced 3 miscarriages and I didn't know where to turn. I had no, like, people in my personal life, and sorry, just talking about it kind of gets me a little misty, but I had nobody to talk about it. So, I mean, without that community, I would probably be so depressed and so lost. And, I mean, there's not a lot of answers out there. So, I mean, that's why people make these videos, is to put their life out there and to help other people. That is just huge. But, yeah, so, that's pretty much all I really have to talk about today. I don't know. I'm trying to listen to them out in the other room and still make good quality video for you guys. But, oh, measurements. That's what I was going to talk about. I actually did my measurements this week. It's been 2 months, a little over 2 months. I was supposed to do it last week and put it in for my last week's video on I was going to take them on my surgiversary of 4 months, but I couldn't find my measuring tape because my daughter likes to play with it. So I finally did my measurements today, and I lost another 18 inches. 18 inches. And I measure everything. I mean, I measure my neck, I measure my bust, under my bust, biceps, wrist, across my belly, my smallest part of my waist, top of my thigh, lower part of my thigh, calves, and ankles. So between all of that, in 2 months, I lost another 18 inches. And then I believe, because the information's on my iPad right now, and I can't see it because I'm using it to record this video, but I believe that puts me at like 77 inches lost overall since November 20th, I believe, is when I first took my original inches. So that's pretty crazy. That's a lot of freaking inches. Yeah. So I'll put all of that in the description box, and my weight tracker and everything, and my measurements from before, so you guys can really kind of compare everything. So, but yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say. I'm sorry if that part of that video didn't really make a lot of sense, but you pretty much know what I was trying to say and where I'm kind of coming from with all of that. So I will talk to you guys next week for week 19, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Okay, bye.